Welcome to Sharing Stories from 1977, and thank you for your interest in our work. We are a multi-institutional digital humanities initiative that combines traditional archival research, oral history, and database technology. We spotlight the history of the National Women's Conference, the first federally funded women's conference that took place in Houston in November 1977. Here, participants from across the country answered the question, what do women want?
They put forth a progressive agenda. Some of the issues included calling for federally funded daycare. Others included pushing for expanded access to education, equal pay, reproductive freedom, disability rights, lesbian rights, changes to rape and sexual violence laws. Another major issue was to collectively organize women of color to shed light on the double discrimination faced because of race and gender.
Outside the convention hall, conservative women protested many of these resolutions and formed a broad coalition of religious activists who fought against the Equal Rights Amendment, as well as abortion and sexual orientation legislation. By bringing the National Women's Conference into the classroom, we hope teachers like you can foster discussions that bridge the past and the present. The issues debated at the National Women's Conference helped shape 1970s politics and continue to have an impact in today's world. In many ways, the 1970s marks the beginning of our modern era, and the National Women's Conference is a critical part of that decade.
Our website helps students understand this historic event by introducing them to the people who were there. We feature biographies and oral histories with delegates, organizers, journalists, and volunteers. Students can browse historical documents like conference publications and photos. They can even break down the demographics of participants and map out new connections between the women who came to Houston.
While our site serves as a space for student exploration, it is also powered by students. Much of the content you see on Sharing Stories, from participant biographies to interactive maps to interpretive essays, is created by students from classrooms across the country. This experience enables young people to not only learn more about the conference, but also develop research and writing skills. This project began in our own survey and upper-level history courses, and we have successfully rolled out college curriculum since 2017. We have an ambitious goal ahead of us. By the 50th anniversary of the conference in 2027, we aim to collect stories about all 2,000 delegates at the National Women's Conference. Ultimately, we hope to document all 150,000 participants, a number that includes run-up state meeting attendees, journalists, international dignitaries, and more.
Our project relies heavily on crowdsourcing, and that is why we need you. If you'd like to incorporate Sharing Stories as a classroom research project where students gather data on NWC participants in your state, territory, or region, click on the How to Contribute Biographies icon to find out how. You can even go a step further and have students facilitate oral histories with participants. Just click on the How to Contribute Oral Histories icon for details. Finally, if you are looking for lesson plans or other tips and tricks to bring Sharing Stories into the classroom, click the Classroom Ideas icon to learn more. If you have curriculum ideas or think of another way to contribute that is not mentioned on this site, click the light bulb icon to let us know.
Our project is enormous because the democratic experiment that happened in 1977 in Houston was monumental. We appreciate your interest in Sharing Stories, and we hope you and your class will play a part in putting the National Women's Conference on the map.